Well, hey, how y'all doing? It's Ron and Sean.
Hey, hey.
What's up from Songs of Solomon Relationship Institute? We are here today. We're going to talk about some helpful advice, different things that's going on, and all good stuff.
We're celebrating our 29th anniversary this year. Woo, 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 woo. And we're so excited because
Just can't hide it.
I know.
Because I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah. So we're celebrating our 29th anniversary. And we are really excited because we've made it this long.
I know that's right. Like Marvin says, I would never thought I would have made it. But by the grace of God.
By the grace of God, and some good wisdom that was given to us previous to getting married. Our premarital counseling helped. Was 10 weeks long, and it was really good. It was very helpful. It helped us to really
Prepare
and know what to talk about. Like, because we were in love, we were young, we didn't know what we were doing, so we were on that wedding train, you know. So we get questions all the time, like, how do you guys make it that long? That's a long time.
Right.
Well, it doesn't seem as long anymore.
No, actually, it really don't. It seems like time flies.
It does.
You know, especially when you get over those hurdles.
Woo.
And I'm telling you, let me just throw this out there too. If someone tell you that you're not supposed to go through anything in marriage, they lie.
Yeah, tell them, jump off the boat.
Because the things that we went through, because let me tell you, it was well worth it because it matured us.
Yes, it did.
It grew us up.
Yes, it did.
It also shows a different part of life.
A lot of things I had to learn along the way that I did not know at 21 and 22 and 23 and 26.
So tell me, what's some of the things that you learned?
Okay, so for me, some of the things that I learned, number one, it was not about me and my happiness.
That's good. How long did it take you to learn that?
About 15 years.
I could believe that.
Well, because, listen, like growing up as a little girl, you know, it's like Cinderella, Snow White, Prince Charming, happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
And when the happy starts leaving, then the ever after seems like a pipe dream, and you get disappointed. Second thing I learned is that I have to be intentional about my own happiness, that I could not rely on you to make me happy because you had to figure it out for yourself.
So you finally realized that it wasn't about me making you happy.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? Like my mental health, my physical health, understanding that yes, the two are one, but yet I'm still a separate individual than you.
Okay.
And that I just need different things. And early in the marriage, I thought you were supposed to supply all my needs and not God.
Okay. See, now, ladies, I'm addressing this to y'all. And the reason why, my wife made a very, very, very good point. It's never about us that make you happy. First of all,
men.
Right. But it's about you taking care of yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We come together as one, building each other.
That's right.
Because if you always rely on the other person to make you happy, guess who's going to be disappointed every day?
You are. You are. Because honestly, no matter what age you get married, you know, you're still trying to figure yourself out in the context of your marriage.
And you still, too, learning about your body as well.
And
even
yourself?
though you was good and grown, you're still learning about different things growing into.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm not bash or anything like that, but it's a good learning experience, and especially for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could speak for myself. You know, honestly, I actually matured. I could say that. I'd be telling my wife, she laugh all the time at this. I'd be saying, God, I feel grown. I feel grown.
You are grown.
I know.
Grown,
you know, I'm grown in body, you know, grown in the mind, grown in spirit. But the cool part about this, babe, with me being like I could say grown, mature, is that I learn a lot. I learned, number one, I never really been like an angry person. But when I get frustrated, I've learned not to hold that in. Two, I've also learned not to always be in the man self.
What does that mean?
Like man caves, shutting away from the family, going out working all the time, staying away from the family.
Okay.
I've learned that
So tell me that how did you come about learning that, Mr. Franklin?
through trials and mistakes.
What does that mean?
Okay, you really want to say? Okay,
I want him to really describe this learning process to y'all.
okay,
Let me see.
okay. How I learned. Well, when I was going out there working, I would commit my time more outside than I did inside.
And why was that? Can you help me understand that?
Did I already tell you the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, well, number one, I really didn't want to come home because I knew you was going to start, going off, but I didn't realize or understand what you was trying to get me to do. I took it as nag where you was telling me stuff that I was supposed to have done over weeks. And repeat that again, over weeks. And what I've learned also through that was that I need to start doing stuff like when it's told to me, like within that day. That was important. So as I began to start doing things, like I found life easier, especially coming home.
Do you think it had anything to do with you learning and understanding my love language?
It had a whole lot to do, but we didn't know. Neither one of us knew.
We didn't know.
Just like when you used to thought I was crazy and stuff like that, we're not knowing my love language, And I was like, dog, you thought I was a sex addict and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no. But it was part of my love language, which we didn't know.
Physical touch, right?
Right. And especially when I was buying you gifts, I thought every woman in the world wanted a gift. Leather coat, Coach bag. Yeah. So all those things I thought was important, but it really wasn't. So I was missing it. So the things that tied in with me not coming home was that I didn't know what your love language was.
Right.
So that was one of the disadvantage until we learned years later.
That was one of the gifts that we were given by Dr. Gary Chapman, just the breakdown of what the love languages were and understanding ourselves so that we can teach our partners how to love us. And that really helped. Knowing that his love, what he needed was physical touch and quality time was huge for me because I didn't know that was a need. I thought that's what people wanted. And my love language was acts of service and quality time, which he felt like he kept jumping through rings of fire trying to please me, and I would always kind of up the ante or something like that when it was just that. When he said, like when you said you were do the things that you were told that day or as soon as you could, that's what I kind of understood that as. When I would ask for certain things or ask you to promise me certain things and you wouldn't come through, how disappointed I was in that. And I just, and to you, it looked like a whole lot of work, but
which it was. So. With me working, coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. For any man, and a lot of men out there, and you could probably, agree with me, it feels like after you work your job, you come home, you have to do another job. But technically, we have to do another job to take care of our spouses, take care of our children, to do these different things.
Yeah.
But in the process, we also had to learn our love language.
Yeah.
So through the 29 years, that was like one of the key things that we learned was what our love language was. And it helped out so much. For me, I can actually look back saying like, wow, that's why I can feel grown, It feel like I'm doing stuff on purpose, with intent, being intentional.
That's it. That's it. Being intentional in any relationship. And I think because relationships take work, they do take work, you have to be very intentional in putting in the time, putting in the deposit. You get the return that you put in. What goes around comes around. So the effort that you put in, it is legit. We feel like we put in more than the other person does. That's classic. But just know, if you really feel like you're putting that amount in, you can expect it back. You don't have to demand it back, but keep sowing the seeds.
Yep. And the Bible says, do unto others what you want done unto you. First. So you have to do key principles throughout this whole thing, throughout relationships. And even to the singles, word of encouragement to them is, if you do not know your love language,
find it out.
Find it. Get the book by Dr. Gary Chapman.
Love Language for Singles.
Exactly. You can take the test online. It's free, just to find head start.
That's right.
But, like during that time, and also another word of encouragement is that get to learn yourself. Take your time.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Learn yourself. We find there's a lot of married people who like 10, 20 years into their marriage, they start backing up and withdrawing from their marriage and their family because they feel like they don't know themselves. Try to get to know yourself before and during, because we change. We are human beings. We change. We evolve. As you grow, share that growth with your spouse, because I feel like if you don't, you put them at a disadvantage on loving you appropriately.
And I like that what she said, share with your spouse.
Yeah.
Spouses need to talk. And even during this time with COVID-19 and things that are going on, stay-at-home orders, all those things, this should be a time where you should be coming together talking about things.
Yeah.
You know, individual likes, dislikes. Yep. You know, this is where you should be growing. This shouldn't be no time for divorce. And I'm going to say it. Those that's out there getting weak, you know, like because you're staying at home and you feel like this is too much, that's a cop-out.
Yeah.
You should be learning during this time.
Yeah,
you should
push
be
the
learning
pause button and really start
Exactly.
taking the time to be intentional and invest in your relationship, not just yourself. This is not a time to do me.
Right.
This is a time to pour into us.
But you said something cool. My wife says not a time to do me. I think some of you been doing for so long before this actual thing came in the stay-at-home order. You've been doing you for so long, you forgot what it's about us. You completely forgot.
Yeah.
So this is the time where you should be intentional, on purpose, understanding, you know, being more, and I'm going to say the word, it's going to be a cuss word, but I already know what it is. Patient. My understanding is that we should be applying this in our relationship. Am I correct?
Right. Absolutely. Meaning that there has to be some grace. As you sit together with your significant other, your spouse, your partner, talk about where you want to be, not just where you've been or what you missed or what you think you didn't have, but look forward. Really look forward with an intent and really discuss like what you would like to see, and try to not do it like this. See, if you hadn't done that, we could have been here. Or, you know, I wish we could have. Let's talk about the future. When you see us in the future, what do you see?
Yeah.
This is what I would like to see. And kind of share that with your spouse.
Right. And man, let me tell you what is so key during this time. Married or single, you know what you should be doing? Setting a vision for your family. You should be talking about where we're going, where we're going to be at.
Yep.
You know, after this COVID thing, this is like a perfect time to plan out your vision, to show exactly where you're going, where you want to go for the family, what you want to do. This should be the time you should be so excited and pumped up saying, guess what, dear? This is what I see. Take the charge. Matter of fact, you take the rings and you take the charge and you go forward. I'm talking about just taking charge. You know, a vision. A wife wants a vision. Even a girlfriend.
need a vision.
They need to see a vision. Even
Where
if
you going? What you doing? What your life is? What you be like?
right. What you be like.
What you be like.
Guess what? You have a vision. Ladies, same thing too. You just plan it. Ladies got to do it too. They got to plan it along too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But we love talking about relationships.
Yeah.
So if you want more, you want to keep up on the things that we're doing, we've been doing some virtual date nights and things like that, just reach out to us at sofsri.com or on Facebook at Song of Solomon Relationship Institute. We will see you soon.
But one other thing before we cut off, we will have a marriage boot camp express coming up. Stay tuned and look up. The last one was awesome.
It was awesome.
So we just ask and just keep your eyes and ears open. If you stay tuned, and Singles Boot Camp still will be coming soon to your neighborhood. So we love y'all. Have an awesome day. Go to our website, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to our website. Check it all out. Have an awesome day. God bless. Y'all have a good one.